Hey guys, my name is Stormy Harvey Rydell. I decided to do a thesis paper for our final project. I did my thesis over abortions, but most importantly, abortions in Texas. I want to apologize first if my paper or my presentation offends anyone. That is not my intention. It is just what I believe. So, the title of my paper for my thesis was Texas Pro-Choice License to Kill. The reason this topic is an interdisciplinary topic is due to the double standards that abortion holds. So first we have one side where it says that killing a pregnant woman is considered a double homicide. Because not only do you kill the mother, you are also killing her unborn child. But abortions, however, is considered a healthcare service. So how is it okay that you're able to kill your own child, but if someone was to kill you and your unborn child, they go to jail for killing two people? Well, why one discipline cannot solve this complex problem is because using only one discipline, it won't provide any results because the topic involves a vast amount of various opinions. So the disciplines that I decided to use were biology, psychology, law, and economics. Biology is one of my concentrations, so I have a strong background with biology. So not only did I read about when biology considers a fetus, an unborn child, to be considered alive, I also believe what biology has to say. So not only did I have that strong biology background, I also had the privilege of being pregnant this summer. So I got to experience week by week how my baby inside is growing, how it's developing, how it's changing every day. And for someone to say that a fetus, a unborn child, is not considered alive until after it is born, clearly has never felt the inside, has never felt when a baby kicks or moves and how it just brings joy to the mother. It's a complex problem because it is a unresolved issue in society because of the double standard. Going back to one person says this and the other person says this, and we go back and forth on who to believe, what is right, what society thinks is right, what you personally believe is right. It just goes back and forth and it's never going to be solved. So in some of my findings that I found, Roe vs. Wade, which all of you are aware of, I'm sure, Roe at first was stating that she was single, unmarried, and she wanted to terminate her pregnancy. But she believed that the law wasn't giving her the opportunity to get rid of her child. It wasn't giving her her rights that she deserved. Where are the child's rights? Where is that unborn baby's rights? Another article I found with his last name was Joffe. He wrote that back then, since abortions were illegal, women would go above and beyond to terminate their baby with using a coat hanger. They would go into a closet, back alley, wherever they could, and they would stick a coat hanger in their area to try and terminate their baby, to kill their baby. It was so bad back then, they also named it as a back alley butcher. If that gives you any kind of perspectives of what these women would go through just to terminate their unborn child. So, I'm also going to give y'all a couple of numbers just so y'all can understand how many abortions are done a year. So, the CDC is the Center for Disease Control, and I got these numbers from them. So, the Holocaust was in 1939 to 1945. The mortality rate for the Holocaust was 1 million deaths per year. 1 million. Remember that. In 2001, 9/11, it happened in one day. One day, 3,000 people died. If you multiply that by 6 years, you get the same mortality rate as the Holocaust. So now that we have those two dates, let me tell you about abortions. Abortions from 1972 till present day, 2017, it averages out to half of the Holocaust. Half. 500,000 abortions. 500,000. Wow. It just blows my mind to think that people think it is okay. In conclusion, abortions happen because of unintended pregnancies and holding couples accountable, not just the mother, not just the father, but both, holding both of them accountable for their actions leading to pregnancy, the same way they are held accountable for breaking the law. If we punish people for breaking into houses, hotels, restaurants to steal money, don't you think it's the same? We should do the same for people who are killing their unborn child. Normalizing our youth is an issue as well because it portrays abortions as an option instead of a last resort. I strongly believe that abortion should not be allowed. Abortion should only be a last resort if something was to happen to that woman. If she was to get raped, if incest was to happen, or anything in that matter should be the only reason why a woman should have an abortion. At no point in my life when I found out about this child or any time before would I ever think of getting rid of this child just because I thought I wasn't ready. There's always other options. In reality, we just need to call abortions what they really are: murder.